Hi, welcome back to Erin's Reading Corner. Today I'm starting a vlog where I'm going to be reading a week's worth of books, so probably about 3 that my mom's going to pick out. Here's my mom, Kathy, and she's currently looking at books right now. So what are you looking at?
The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. A warm and uplifting novel about an isolated witch whose opportunity to embrace a quirky new family and a new love changes the course of her life.
Is there a particular genre you're looking for?
No, just whatever strikes me.
So this is a maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
A TV meteorologist and a sports reporter scheme to reunite their divorced bosses with unforecasted results in this electrifying romance. Seems sort of like a adult parent trap.
So ironically, I have this one that's about like weather people, and this book's about weather people.
Oh, and now back to you.
Yeah. This one takes place in Oregon. And it's called like Spoons, is like the town.
Oh, Spoons, Spunes, like
Yeah.
dunes.
The other one of her books that I almost got takes place in Santa Cruz. I just didn't get it because the copy that you had at the bookstore wasn't in good condition. There's also the bottom row too.
And this is a grieving one.
I don't mind that. It's up to you. It's your pick, remember?
This one always throws me off because the jacket has a fold in it, so
Does it?
yeah, it's got a crease in here.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Let's book of the month. How you gonna know?
No, I didn't notice that when I looked at the book when it came.
She can hop into any novel. She just can't stay there. Rainy March is a proud third-generation book witch sworn to defend works of fiction from all foes in real and imaginary. With her magical umbrella and feline familiar, she jumps in and out of novels to fix, and I don't really know what that word is because it's partially cut off.
A malicious.
Malicious alterations in rogue heroes like modern-day magical Nancy Drew. Book witches live by a strict code. Real people belong in the real world. Fictional characters belong in works of fiction. Do not eat, drink, or sleep inside a fictional world, lest you become part of the story. Falling in love with a fictional character, don't even think about it.
Okay, that is one of my most anticipated reads like coming out this year. Also, Watson liked it because he perked up at Feline Familiar.
Yeah, so.
This is one? Okay. Book 1.
Oh, you don't.
No, did you also, you said maybe on this one.
All right.
So,
Okay. And just what I think you'll like.
it can be what you think I like, just what you think sounds good. It's up to you, just anything. You also haven't looked at the third row at all.
Cozy contemporary fantasy set in a quaint Vermont inn that proves sometimes magic is only a doorway. 16-year-old Calissa arrives at her great aunt's B&B in rural Vermont for the summer. She's shocked to find a rundown inn rather than the cozy bed and breakfast she was expecting. Grumpy and eccentric Auntie Z is determined to keep anyone from messing with her beloved inn, even though she clearly needs the help. Oh, you like that? To convince her great aunt to keep her around, Calissa sets to work fixing up the inn, enlisting extra help from the groundskeeper. Groundskeeper's handsome son. But the longer she stays, the surer she is that there's something strange about the B&B. and its guests, something almost otherworldly. The inn is keeping a magical secret, but to protect the place she comes to love, Calissa must unravel the truth before it's too late. That's another maybe.
Okay. Another maybe, and this one's also really pretty. Look at the sprayed edges.
Oh, I like this one. I read this. I thought it was quite good. So, this will be 2.
Yay! I wasn't really wanting a thriller, but okay.
I don't know how much it really was. To me, it's not like a real.
I wasn't really wanting a mystery thriller.
You were?
I wasn't really wanting that.
You want me to take it back? I mean, you know, it's.
Could you? That's kind of why it was on the bottom.
This is the reason why I didn't go to the 3rd row.
That's like the only. It's just the 2 mystery thrillers I don't really want on there.
This one?
It's fine, if you want to. That one, its summary, the reason I haven't read it is it kind of reminds me of the X-Hex, the one where they accidentally curse the warlock.
A young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past, but wakes up in an alternate reality in which she's lost more than she wished for. And this witty whimsical friends to lovers debut.
You see how it kind of sounds like the other one, so that's the only reason why I haven't read it yet.
I don't have a great memory of that one.
It's the one with the talking cat and the ley lines and the town. That's the other thriller.
You don't. All right.
That's a sequel. So I don't know if the description will be confusing or not.
This is the sequel? You read the first one?
I've read the first one.
Well, I mean, this is confusing to me because I don't know what the first one is.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I might be curious now to read the first one.
Okay, I can give you the first one later if you want. That's a prequel to... Actually, I have the first one here. This is the first one.
Yeah, but I thought you really liked these.
I did. I that's another one I tried getting into a little while ago and just couldn't.
Okie dokie.
But you could also force me to read something I don't want to if you really want me to read something.
I don't know that I really want to do that. It feels very... So what have I picked so far? Just one?
The Book Witch, and then these 2 maybes.
Okay, so then... Alright, we'll go with those 3.
You don't want to pick one of your own?
From mine?
Yeah. You can do that too. You can go and get it and come back.
Alright.
Andrus.
Huh?
You said that one could be a little misandrous, and you...
No, I think it was the other one.
What was the other one?
Okay. So for this one, it's Wayward by Amelia Hart. This is her debut novel. So it takes place during 3 time periods. There's 2019. Under cover of darkness, Kate flees London from Wayward Cottage, inherited from a great aunt she barely remembers. With its tumbling ivy and overgrown garden, the cottage is worlds away from the abusive partner who tormented Kate. They don't spend a lot of time with that.
Okay.
But she begins to suspect that her great aunt had a secret, one that lurks in the bones of the cottage, hidden ever since the witch hunts of the 17th century. 1619, Altha is awaiting trial for the murder of a local farmer who was stampeded to death by his herd. When Althea was a girl, her mother taught her their magic, one rooted in a deep knowledge of the natural world. But unusual, women have always been deemed dangerous, and as the evidence for witchcraft is set out against Altha, she knows it will take all her powers to maintain her freedom. 1942.
What was the second time period?
1619.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big jump. One's way in the past, one's not as much. As World War II rages, Violet is trapped in her family's grand crumbling estate. Straitjacketed by societal conventions, she longs for the robust education her brother receives, and for her mother, long deceased, who was rumored to have gone mad before her death. The only traces Violet has of her are a locket bearing the initial W and the word Wayward scratched into the baseboard of her bedroom. Weaving together the stories of 3 extraordinary women across 5 centuries, Wayward is an enthralling novel of female resilience and the transformative power of the natural world. I really like this one.
Okay, so this is book 2. And then,
And The Faraway End.
okay, so you really like fantasy. So book 3.
Okay, give me that one. I'll put it back. Was this the second room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. So I have an update. I've picked which book I'm going to start first. It's The Faraway Inn. And the reason I'm going to pick it is it opens with this little letter from the author, which I just felt was really touching, and I'm going to read you some of it. Letter from The Faraway Inn, an exclusive note from Sarah Beth Durst. Dear reader, I wrote this book for you. No, not the you who is swimming in luck with the perfect life and always phenomenal hair. If you are that you, then yay, so happy for you. You can read this book too, that's fine. But this book is specifically for the you who isn't always bathed in sunshine and rose petals, who is sometimes tired, who is sometimes stressed, who is sometimes sad, who isn't sure that everyone adores you all the time, who sometimes feels a bit like you're trapped under something heavy and you can't quite see your way out. You, because you deserve a chance to breathe. I believe with my whole heart that everyone deserves a magical escape, ideally one filled with kindness and comfort and wonder and healing, a refuge you can retreat to and then come back to your own life stronger. So the last couple months have been kind of rough in my personal life, so that one really stood out to me, so that's the one I'm going to start with. And I'll update you when I'm like about 100 pages in, I think. Okay, see you then. So I thought I'd check in with you about how The Faraway Inn is going. I'm about halfway through it, and it's really interesting. Calissa has found out kind of what's going on at the inn, why it's kind of strange and stuff, and, you know, she's learning about how different residents at the inn are magical, and she wants to help bring the inn back to life, and I think it's really good. I don't know if I like it as much as I like The Spell Shop by the same author, but it's also very good. Definitely gonna keep reading more of her books, and I think this is sitting at like a 4-star right now, which thankfully a lot of my books this year have been in the 4-star realm, so I think I have a pretty good idea of what my taste is. I'll update you again when I finish this. Hi, so I have an update on The Faraway Inn. I finished it a little while ago, and I really liked it. I rated it 4.75 out of 5 stars, because it was really good. It just missed a little bit of spark that I feel makes a 5-star read. I really liked the magic in it, and as it came up, it took about 100 pages for Calissa to, know about the magic in the inn, but when she discovered it and started going to other worlds and stuff, it really picked up and became really interesting and cozy, and it helped with some of the anxiety I've been having about like the future and stuff, and just where my life's gonna go and things, and just it was very calming and very relaxing and stuff, and I think that's the whole point of a cozy fantasy, like the author Sarah Beth Durst said in her little opening letter that I read part of earlier in the vlog. So then after that, I started Wayward, which I'm not quite sure about. I like it. I've read about 80 pages so far, but there's a little bit of domestic violence in it, which if it keeps coming up, like it's one of the characters is escaping it, so she's talking about what happened to her and stuff and why she wants to get away from her abusive partner. But it's just a little much for me, so I'm gonna see if the next time it goes to her point of view, if we get more of that. If we don't, then I think I'll be okay. Because I like the other 2 points of view, it's just that one makes me a little uncomfortable, but hopefully it's okay. Because I really do like it. I like the like connections with nature the girls seem to have and stuff. And it's really interesting, the 3 different points of view from the 3 different time periods. There's Kate from 2019 who has the partner storyline thing. And then there's a girl in 1619 named Alta who's awaiting trial for murder, and I think she's also accused of witchcraft. And then in 1942, there's Violet, who is not very happy with her home life and stuff, that she's very bored living under her father's strict rules and stuff and wants to be a biologist or whatever the word is for people who study insects. I can't remember what that is. But I'll update you more when I'm halfway or when I finish the book. But so far I'm liking the stuff my mom's picked out. So I have an update on how the books are going. I DNF'd Wayward because it was a little triggering for me. It just was a little too dark and stuff, and it was making me have panic attacks. Yeah, I guess my mom forgot how some of the stuff in it was a little, like, sensitive for me and stuff, but it was good. I like 2 of the storylines, and I kind of wish I had kept reading it just for those, but I would have felt weird skipping one of the character storylines just because hers was a little upsetting. But I moved on to Mom's third pick, The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm already through the first part of the story, which is about 50 pages. I really like it. It's really interesting how she goes into the books and what the characters are like inside the books, like how one kind of becomes a little bit self-aware and stuff. And I'm really liking it. There's something it reminds me of, but I can't think of what it is. But it's really good. I think it might be a potential 5-star. So far, it's kind of feeling that way. So I'll update you probably when I finish the book, and then we'll either end the vlog there or have Mom pick another book depending upon how long this takes me. It's a short book, so maybe I might finish it today even. Okay, well, see you when I have something else to say about the book. So I just finished The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer. That was the third and final book my mom picked out for me to read this week. It was really good. I give it 5 stars. So I was talking about The Book Witch before the video cut out on me. I was saying how it was really good and I'd give it 5 stars. It talks a lot about books and like a love of reading, and kind of like shows you the care that like writers put into their characters and how much they love them. So I would recommend it to anyone who loves books. It also has a lot of twists and turns in it. Each section of the book is like titled for a different genre, and each part of that, each book resembles the part it's titled after. So like the first section is romance. There's a very heavy romance plot. There's a fantasy plot and stuff, and there's a mystery. It's really good, and it really makes you think. And like, well, I guess a couple of smaller details. I didn't get like the overall arc of the book, which I really liked being taken by surprise. And to wrap up this week's reading, first I did The Faraway Inn, and I gave that a 4.75, I think. It was really good, really sweet and cozy, and it was nice to see a YA cozy fantasy for a change, since usually they're mostly adult, and I do think it's very good for like mental health and like kind of reminding you that everything will work out. Then I DNF'd Wayward because it was just one of the characters' points of view was very upsetting and triggering for me, and I think my mom had forgotten about that plot, or she thought it wrapped up much faster than it did. And we talked about it, and it was okay with me putting it down because I told her I did like the other 2 characters' points of view, but I didn't feel comfortable just reading their points of view. Like I was like, at this point I might as well DNF. And then the last one was The Book Witch, which I just got over telling you about. So overall, I think my mom and I have a really good understanding of each other's reading taste and stuff, and I might have her do this in the future. So like and subscribe and all that other YouTube stuff, and I'll see you soon. Bye.